in all, Blue Goblin here. Welcome to my comic book review for this week in January 2010. I got 7 books to review, but before we get started, my throat feels a little dry, so I'm going to be taking a nice big sip of Pepsi Throwback. Oh man, now you talk about some delicious soda. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Alright. Now, let's get on to the reviews. Let's start with Captain America 602. Alright. Excuse the glare, it's a little sunny outside. At least it is right now. Alright, let's talk about Captain America 602. Now, there's a reason why this isn't bagged and board, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, let me talk about the issue itself. This issue was really, really good. You know, I know Captain America Reborn is totally late. I haven't read Who Will Wield the Shield yet because I promised myself I wouldn't read that book until after I read Reborn, but I'm not giving up on the regular title itself. Captain America is still good. This, to me, felt like the Captain America I was reading before Reborn got started, and that's a good thing. And now it's getting really bright in here. Alright. I suggest you go ahead and give this book a try. It's really good. You'll like it. If you've been following Captain America, you won't have any complaints. At least I don't think you will. Now, to the reason why it's not bagged and boarded yet, there's a 2-page spread in this book that I happened to notice, and this is a message mainly toward the Mount Vernon kid. Chris, Mr. Bennett, my bro, this is a question directly at you. Consider this one of the questions for your next Q&A. Not on the comments section. I want you to answer this on your Q&A session. I want to know what you think about this little 2-page spread advertisement for The Amazing Spider-Man in 2010. All right? I want you to give me your thoughts on what this 2-page spread is supposed to mean, and what does it mean to you. And I mean, you know, I want you to be honest, and that's the best thing for you to do, is just be honest. And that also goes for anybody who else is watching this video. What do you think about that 2-page spread? Just curious. Speaking of Spider-Man, let's go to Amazing Spider-Man number 618. This is Mysterio's entry into the gauntlet. I kind of gotta disagree with Mark at Comic Crazy Reviews. I like the artwork. Marcos Martin can draw a good Spider-Man. He could definitely draw a good Peter Parker. In all honesty, this book actually focused more on Mr. Negative and the Mafia family. You know, that's what it mainly focused on. You know, but you can definitely tell where Mysterio lies in this issue. But this was good stuff. Very good stuff. I recommend you keep giving the gauntlet a try. Opinions are going to vary wherever you go, so yeah, I'd say go ahead and pick this up. Amazing Spider-Man 618. Pretty damn good in my opinion. Alright, next up, let's go to the Mighty Avengers. This is Mighty Avengers number 33, written by Dan Slott. Subscriber of mine. How you doing, Dan? Alright, this was good too. You know, this actually, I believe Craig said this in one of his old video blogs from probably a year ago or something like that when he reviewed an issue of Mighty Avengers. It's got that old school Avenger feeling. When you read books like this, you feel like you're reading nostalgic classic issues of the Avengers, and it's good. It's a good feeling. The swerves and the twists in this book were just, in a word, awesome. I loved it. This was good. A nice, fun little Avengers book that I think any Avenger fan would like. But that's just my opinion. Alright, next up, Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman number 5. Yeah, number 5. I gotta memorize these damn numbers. Okay, because issue numbers to me don't mean shit. Pardon my French. Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. Oh yeah, this continues to be good. If you're not on board with this book, you need to give it at least a try. You know, I know there's a lot of Bendis haters out there. I know that. There's a lot of Jeff Loeb haters out there. I can understand that. But, you know, a true comic book fan would understand. Now, I'm not going to speak for all comic book fans like a certain individual wants to speak for all wrestling fans, because that's bullshit. But this is my opinion. Not everything Brian Michael Bendis writes is crap. Not everything Jeff Loeb writes is crap. Opinions vary. So I'm not gonna do what another certain individual here on YouTube. I'm not mentioning his name because he doesn't deserve it. But I'm not gonna pretend I know what every comic book fan knows. I'm not gonna pretend I know what every wrestling fan knows. But I'm gonna tell you what I know. I know that I like this book. And if you don't, then I'm not gonna scoff you about it. I'm just saying it's a good book. I would recommend you give it a try, but you don't have to. But I liked it. Next up, Phantom Stranger 42. Another Back from the Dead series. Just put myself in the eye. Another Back from the Dead series featuring a tie-in to Blackest Night, and I was impressed. You got the Blue Devil, the Phantom Stranger, and the Spectre, and Dead Man. Small little spoiler here, Zatanna's not in this issue, so ignore Zatanna on the cover. She's mentioned, but I don't see her. Interesting. Damn interesting. I was pleasantly impressed by how well this book was. And Peter Tomasi writes it very well. I love the confrontation between the Stranger, Blue Devil, and the Spectre. Very, very good. Good stuff. You might want to try it. All right, next up, Green Lantern Corps 44. Oh, man. This story felt short, but it was still sweet. It was good. Call me crazy, but I kind of like Guy Gardner as a Red Lantern. You know, the state of mind that he's in, especially after seeing Kyle die, but yet to know that he's resurrected, you know, and when he sees Kyle again, I'm gonna spoil this a little bit, you know, Guy just mentally snaps, you know, he doesn't just give into the rage, he gives into total insanity, and I'm just freaking loving it. It's just awesome. Peter Tomasi writes this book with a passion, and I'm loving every page. The only complaint is that, you know, I was having so much fun reading this book, it did feel like a bit of a shorter story than usual when it comes to Green Lantern Corps, but it was good. It was really good, and I loved Mogo's role in this. Really, really spot-on stuff. Green Lantern Corps, awesome. There was a book that is even more awesome than that. But then again, would you really be surprised that it's Blackest Night Flash number 2? Oh man, Black Lantern Rogue's Revenge. How awesome is that? How awesome is Jeff Johns writing solid hit after hit after hit after hit when it comes to characters like Green Lantern, when it comes to characters like the Flash, when it comes to crossover mega hits like Blackest Night. I mean, come on. This was incredibly well done. It was even better than issue 1. I love how Barry Allen acts as a Blue Lantern. I love the confrontation with Captain Cold. I even have even more respect for the character of Captain Cold now that I've read this book. I didn't think that was possible, but it happened, and this was a gem. A black gem. No pun intended. A black gem, but it was still a gem, and it's a gem worth having. I remember saying that in one of my written reviews when I reviewed a Blackest Night book on my written reviews at comiccrazyreviews.webs.com. Go check out the website and read some of my written reviews. You'll love them. But the book of the week for me goes to Blackest Night, The Flash. Just pure, 100% awesome. I will not spoil any more than I might have already have. Well, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I've already plugged the website, comiccrazyreviews.webs.com. Check it out. Just tell me what you think. That's all I have, so until next time, everybody, I'll see you later.